What's your favorite idea? Mine's being creative. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 bum.
Did you go read?
I don't know
Okay, well,
the words.
Maybe we should
So
start the
I
show and then
just-
we can actually talk.
Why should we start the show when we can just keep having a good time?
And looking this good.
The show starts now.
Okay, well,
It's a whole different vibe today. A whole different
Yeah,
vibe. We're
real
kinda doing our
different
own thing.
energy.
We're doing our own thing today. I'm
We're
feeling,
easing into it with confidence.
Yes, because today we're the utmost of confidence. We are. What? I was waiting for you to finish.
You
my
want me to do
sentence.
that
I
one for
wanted
you?
to. I thought at some point you would pick up
We're artists.
artistes.
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 Welcome back to the Club, everyone. This is an internet show. A
Welcome
very
back.
special episode. Like I said, feeling the most confident we've ever had. I'm actually feeling. If I'm just gonna be honest here, I'm feeling
How
kind of
confident?
insecure. I'm feeling insecure. a
You're
little
feeling
bit.
insecure?
This is the most revealing outfit I've worn on the show.
I'll tell you
certainly.
what. This is not the most revealing outfit that I've worn, and I
true.
feel quite secure. So we can balance each
Okay.
other out because you feel
All right. Yeah.
unsecure, and I feel double secure. I feel
Unsecure,
like
yeah.
I feel like I have two seatbelts on
Okay.
while we're on a
Well,
we're on
that's-
icy highway right now.
Yeah, that is beneficial because I do feel this is a deep swoop for me.
just-
If I'm being
I
honest.
feel like we can even go a little bit,
yeah,
a little
I mean,
deeper there. You know what I
I
mean?
think yeah. I don't know if that's better per se, but
Why wouldn't it be better? Why? What? Like when is more V?
what
not
are
a
we
good
doing
thing?
today?
I
by
don't
the
even
way?
know what we're doing. What did this start?
Guys, we're doing an artist episode. Here's what happened. I watched this movie recently called The Candyman.
Okay.
No, it's just called Candyman. I'm sure people have seen trailers for it. It's
I'm
about-
sure they understood what you were talking
Yeah.
about without you saying the or not the.
And there's just sort of like loosely this theme of artist, like pretentious artist thing going on in it. Like the main character's a painter and all this stuff. And I'm always
Pretentious?
looking for themes for the episodes, and I don't know why. But it also reminded me of this other movie I've seen called Velvet Buzzsaw, which I didn't like at all. I thought Candyman was okay.
Never
but-
seen either, so I wouldn't know. But I take
Yeah.
issue with the term pretentious as an artiste.
Especially today. Yeah, that's
As
like
an
almost a
artiste.
slur towards us today.
Because it's like,
Yeah.
are we pretentious or do we just care about our craft more than anybody else does?
Mm.
You know, like, are we just correct and everybody else is wrong?
Yeah, is this like a rhetorical bit you want to play along with, or you want me to play along with, or should I actually answer that?
Up to you. You're your own artiste. I'm doing
Well,
my
I
own
think
thing over here.
there's a
on this
lot
side.
of pretentious artists out there, if I'm being honest. And
Name
we look like
Name
them.
one.
I've also never done my hair this way, where I've pushed it forward when it's short.
I've also never done my hair this way. I don't know if it looks
But-
good or bad, but we're rolling with it
it
because
was really
it's
good.
utmost confidence, but in a different vibe.
Yes.
Usually, at least over here, it's confidence with like the rah, rah, rah. Let's do pre-workout on the podcast. Today, it's more of like, hey, man.
Yeah, like we know we're better than everyone.
We just
kinda
are.
confidence,
We
you
just
know?
exist as confident
Yeah.
human beings.
You're all ants beneath our feet now.
Okay, no need to make them feel bad about themselves.
Fair
Ants have a
enough.
valuable part
Yeah,
in the
alright.
ecosystem. They're actually
Well-
really big contributors to what we do in our day. Anyways, what the fuck am I doing? What's our first topic here, Craig? What are we
Well,
talking
before that
about?
too, also big shout out to Cheap, who's also looking like a fantastic artist and helped us put together these outfits.
She did.
Very good stuff.
Thank you, Cheeb.
Yeah, so basically, well, before we even get into our topics that are art related, obviously,
Duh.
there's a show. I mean, we talk about shows and stuff on here
We mentioned them.
often. Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
I feel like my general criticism of us would be that we don't ever really go deep on any of the shows. Not necessarily because like we should be doing that, but more so because like we can't. Like we bring them up. It's like, you know, we're here for a hee-hee time.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear me drone on about how this angle wasn't just perfect right on this situation, and you drone on about how you really liked Spider-Man and all that stuff,
Well,
you know?
I don't know about that because again,
That's
as,
sort of the dynamic we
as
have.
we are.
I care about the art, and you're very surface level. is
I
what
was
I'm
gonna
getting
say,
at.
I think we both care about the art, and people want to hear us talk about the art at either a surface or a deep level. It doesn't matter if it's your fancy art. Is it's your own thing, man. Make whatever you want. What am I saying right now? The point being,
you're really in character. I appreciate. What's
I
your
really
speaking
am.
of which, what's your artist name?
what was my artist name?
Yeah, if you're in
My name for the episode 3.
Well, for you.
It's the, I can't even the straight face. It's the,
That's really good.
did you expect that?
Obviously not. Like my reaction.
Oh my god, I'm crying. fuck.
Your artist name is 3? Was
Yes.
that improv that you just did on
It's
me
3.
right now? Did
It's
you just
3.
did me with an improv?
It's 3. I pre-planned
No
that.
last name, hey?
Anytime I create anything that is from this cranium and meant to be creative, it's coming from 3, not from Anthony, not from anybody else.
Okay, so 3. And
What's yours?
I appreciate that there's no...
Yep. Come on.
Yep. My artist name is Chins. That sounds like an artist name, right? Chin, and I have a last name. I have a last name, which is also very important.
What is it?
Chins.
Mm-hmm.
Chins Rash.
Chin's ration. How do you spell that? Is it Chinz?
It's actually it's
Che?
It's
Time out. You guys got to call me on
going
you
so
guys-
well for us right now.
You guys
I love
got to
it.
call me on that kind of
This
shit.
is
Can't let me get away with Che. What the
That
fuck?
actually is how, believe it or not, that's actually how it's spelled though. It's
Oh,
a
Che.
Che. Yeah, which is
Okay.
literally it's like the AE thing, you know, but it's got a CH also glued onto it. It's 4 letters glued together.
Got
So
you.
it's CHAE, which is Che, and then NS,
Uh-huh.
and then last name. It's actually just how it sounds. Rashins. RASHINS.
Okay.
Let's just move on. From
Chiba,
my name,
what is
guys.
your artist name?
what's
Hold
your
on.
artist
Yeah.
name?
Well, I didn't know we were doing this, but
Neither did we really.
Yeah, we just kind of came with this on the spot.
I think that my artist name would be like Priscilla.
Very
I
good.
think it's like pretty safe name.
And are you of the artists like 3 who just has abandoned the social norms of a last name, no sort of family ties whatsoever, or are you? So you're just the Priscilla?
yeah.
I
We'll
like
go with-
ours
we'll
better.
go with
I know. I
Yeah.
think, but Chins, especially the way it's spelled,
It's honestly
you
it's
can't critique that too much.
it's the Che in the beginning, right? It's
Yeah,
the,
the
it's the
Che.
one letter Che that makes you you.
It's very unique.
CHAE.
Yeah,
Che.
it's sort of my thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's sort of not grounded in any sort of rules in society or anything that anyone else even is aware of, which makes it really awesome.
Which is what art is all about.
Which makes it super cool for me. Yeah.
So that's our art names. So we're talking about art. So we're talking about shows. I'm gonna grab the.
disappointed with
I'm
my
gonna
last name.
grab the fucking reins here for a second because
I didn't finish something that I was trying to say.
I was gonna.
Yeah.
I was gonna
You're
add
get us
on
back
to it.
track,
I was
yeah.
gonna get us back on track.
I would love
Che,
that.
Okay. Chins. Is it chins or is it chains?
Chins. What are you
Chins?
chains?
Well, because it's a che, so I was wondering if
yeah,
it's
but you
chains.
you obviously don't know how chains work if you think that's going to say chains.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's chins.
I apologize. I should have known that. That's on me.
My name's Chins.
Sorry, chins.
3.
back to the good stuff. Yeah. So we don't, we talk about shows on here a lot, and we always
Yes.
like, oh, go and watch this show,
true.
and we'll talk about it next episode. We never really get back to it next episode, and we do kind of go surface level because we have so many things we want to talk about. So we're here to say. We're gonna do an in-depth review after this. Will we be wearing this? I don't know.
No,
Probably not. We'll probably put our not regular. Fuck, I'm 3. This is what I wear all the time. But we're gonna do a review of the TV show, the Netflix show Arcane.
Yeah.
Craig, why don't you give him a rundown on what that's gonna be?
I don't even know
about?
if I want to do it.
Sorry, not Craig, Chins.
Just moving forward, I think like we obviously find all these shows and movies we like, and it's like we're like, oh yeah, let's talk about it on the pod, and then it just doesn't really feel right. I feel like doing it separately. If we want to do it, we're gonna try it here. We're gonna see how it goes. Maybe it doesn't go out because we decide that it's not really our thing, but it's something we want to try. So if you would like to see that, we are gonna review the show Arcane. It's an animated series on Netflix. It is associated with a video game.
What?
We
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
mention-
What game? What game?
We
What
won't
game? What
mention
game? What game?
until we get to the review because it will turn
Okay.
people off of it. But it's a really good show, and you should watch it, and then you should listen to our review of it. The review will have spoilers, and we're actually going to go deep on it and talk about why it's a kind of sick show.
And,
we'll sometimes- yeah.
while we're self-plugging, let's just shamelessly self-plug everything. Go watch our episodes last week. Not gonna lie, feelings
Yeah,
hurt.
What the hell?
What the hell?
A lot of people weren't talking about last episode. If
Yeah,
I'm being honest,
3,
which is
3
very out
not
of the
hurt.
ordinary.
Anthony very hurt. 3 unfazed.
Untouchable. If
Nothing-
You will. Yeah.
I'm
Stonewall.
above. Anthony literally cried himself to sleep. So that
Really, it actually affected you that bad?
I don't want to talk about it here.
That's
okay?
pathetic. That is pathetic.
I'm 3
This is
right
internet
now. This isn't
numbers.
Anthony. This is 3. 3's
Fair
fine.
enough.
Unfazed.
All right.
Views? What are those to me?
Yeah. Actually, art is in the eye of the beholder, and you know what? Only the 11 who saw it or whatever.
I don't view my art in that same lens as you do. I view it based on the intrinsic value that it brings me to make it and create and go through that creative process. If you would. Lastly,
Very
but not
good.
least, like, comment, share at the top of the episode.
Yes.
Something that we never do.
He's good at this.
Like, comment, share.
I suck at this.
That's it. That's enough self-plugging. We don't
Okay.
like to do it because we like to have a hee-hee time. Back into it.
Let's do a show. Okay, it's the first thing we have. We have some friend of a show's fan art.
True.
I guess you could call it.
True.
Which is
Some might call him a friend, but he's all right.
we got to dig into it because we'll pull it up here.
It's honestly, as artists, we can obviously sit here and we can
Yeah, I'm gonna pull
critique
it up on here too.
the hell out of this piece here. Chins, why don't you take it away here? Do you want to take the lead here? Do you want me to go?
I can
You
take
want
the
me to
lead.
go?
I guess
Okay.
my first question is, so very clearly, I guess the part that's confusing to me. Actually, I'm noticing so many details.
So many details. It's just simple
Very
piece.
simple. So what we're looking at here is an internet show written in black. And
Thank
the two
you for the
stick
art, by the way.
figures. One labeled Craig, which is weird because
Who's that?
I don't recognize this person on the show. It's weird that
neither.
they said my name on someone who clearly isn't part of the show because this person doesn't have hair. First of all, which
Exactly.
is
Blasphemous.
hyperbole at best. Like,
You know what this is?
Listen.
You know what this might be? Because I'm so short.
yeah.
Sorry, not Anthony,
Yeah.
whoever that is.
Who is this guy here? This
I don't
really
know.
short man titled Anthony, too.
He looks like a short king. I don't know. 3 is 6'9", so not me. Or at least I identify as being 6'9", so not
And that's
me.
how height works. Yeah.
Yes.
That's definitely how height works. Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Don't.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe this is a glimpse into the future for these two, because you know how with age you get a little bit shorter because of gravity. Maybe this for that person, Craig, because that's not you, obviously, Chance. But for Craig, maybe there's some sort of there's a natural thing that's happening
Yeah.
to his hair that's making him slowly like recede over time, and maybe that's
Yeah.
like 6 months into the future of that person.
6 months. Not that much into the future.
No,
though.
no.
Like relatively short amount of time into the
8
future.
maybe.
That's barely like meaningfully more than 6.
I feel like 8 months, if you asked like a 4-year-old, is a lot longer than 6 months.
But I assume that this Craig person isn't a 4-year-old.
This looks like
you
it was
know?
drawn by a 4-year-old though, so that's kind of what I was
Yeah,
getting at.
true.
So
Nice.
to
I see what you
them,
mean.
it might be
Oh, so it's a very simplistic view of it.
yes.
Like, yeah, listen, I don't want to get offended on behalf of this Craig person, but he maybe has a hairline that's looking a bit like a crime scene, but like, does he really deserve this?
Perhaps.
This hyperbole?
Perhaps. I mean, and again,
Yeah, perhaps.
3, very confident in his height. But
Yeah.
again, if I was to empathize with this Anthony character, this depiction of
Really?
that character, place myself in their shoes, so to speak.
Taking some low blows.
He does come up to like about shoulder level of Craig, which I feel like is just
Yeah.
again a hyperbole that's just not true. Even if he might be in theory shorter than Craig, I don't think he's like the height of a 7th grader, if that makes sense.
Fair enough. I also noticed something else here.
What?
Once again about this Craig character. I
Yes.
don't know why I'm fixating on this person. But
His torso doesn't connect to his legs. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, I mean that's sort
Okay.
of just anatomically correct for that guy, I imagine. But this whole little thing between his legs on the ground, is that supposed to be some sort of joke about turds on the ground because he maybe has Crohn's disease or something? Am I reading too much into that, or is that like really messed up?
The hair on Anthony is very
Moving on.
wild.
do you
Very
think?
wild.
What do you think of this, Priscilla?
I actually quite like it.
Yeah, it's funny.
I think
Good.
it's a very
Tread carefully.
interesting interpretation.
Is an interpretation.
Is
Yeah.
interpretation
Not
of
so. Yeah.
of what though is the question?
Well, I guess
of just
if-
like something out of this person's mind, or is it
What are they
completely
interpreting?
fabricated, or
It's an interesting interpretation on like the accuracy of reality.
yeah, exactly.
You know what? Like any good art, it is in fact an interpretation, and it's
Yeah.
provocative.
It is
some might
provocative.
say. Well, that's a good
Consider
warm-up.
Anthony provoked,
Yeah.
whoever the fuck that is. Yeah.
At what point did we get to break character? Because I'm gonna be honest, my feelings are hurt. If I'm just being honest.
If I'm being honest too, I am hurt deeply as well. Shout out to all the short kings out there. I'm maybe one of them, but
You're not
damn,
short.
that was
You're no
aggressive.
king. No, I'm
That
kidding.
was
You're
a-
not short. You're not short. You're not short. How tall are you? Just say it.
I don't want to say it.
How tall are you?
If I say it, I want you to bleep it out.
Fine.
Okay. 6 foot tall.
No, come on. Come on. Be real with me. Be real with
I actually
me
don't
right
know because
now.
I've been lying to myself for so long. It's
Yeah,
not
you're-
that
you're,
short.
like, not short.
It's like 5'10", I think. But you know.
That's not short. I don't think that's not short.
I know, but here's the thing: is that I'm around very large, or I've been around very large people for
Yeah,
like
fair enough.
a good chunk of my life. so
like
it's always-
chins.
like chins, exactly,
Yeah.
and fucking 3. So I'm
So
like,
if 3 is 6'9",
3 is 6'9".
and chins is also big. How big is chins?
I think chins is like 6'6", and 3 6'9".
Oh, convenient that you're 3 inches taller. That's where the name 3 comes from.
Exactly. It's exactly the name 3 comes
So
from.
the name born out of our partnership.
No, it's just
No.
I just am 3. You know.
No way. That's not at all. Okay. Well, anyways.
Yeah.
How much time do we have? Because we're probably going to run out of time on our first segment.
Definitely.
We always do this.
10 minutes.
10
Wow.
minutes. Okay, well, this is good
Look at
enough
us
time
go.
to talk about our first thing of art that we watched recently. Is anyone familiar with... I'm asking our audience right now.
Yeah, I was
This
like,
is
'cause you
weird.
know.
Is anyone at home familiar with Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared? Because,
Wait, let's listen for the answer.
Yeah, let's wait.
Great
All right.
fucking question.
Yeah.
God damn it.
We watched Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. For those of you who don't know, there's an internet art piece. I guess it really is an art piece.
Yeah.
They did this little 6-episode mini-series thing where it's like these creepy puppets.
Am I pulling this up?
No, you don't
No.
need to pull it up. No, we're just chatting. I don't think we could show it, but regardless, a lot of people are aware of it because it went super viral. It's a weird thing to have gone viral because it's like this very abstract art piece where essentially it puts up like these puppet shows and there's these weird characters and all this stuff, and then like it just gradually every single one turns really dark in a way that's just super bizarre. It's kind of incoherent plot, and it's obviously some sort of allegory for
Life.
well, it could be. There's a lot of contentious debate about what it is actually about.
Yeah,
and
you
the
guys
running
mentioned
theory
this.
of like what it actually is, I don't want to spoil it. You should go look into it if you're interested, if you haven't done it already.
Spoilers in 3, 2, 1.
No, I'm not even gonna say the spoilers because I don't even know if it's correct.
Well, just say
Well,
it.
fine. My
so
understanding
I
is
can
that-
know what you're talking about.
My understanding is that there's like it's a UK thing,
Yeah.
where there was like a long history of like TV when it first started. It was like seriously controlled and like super propagandized, I guess is what the word would be. Yeah, like they
Okay.
have like a ton of propaganda, and I think each episode is poking towards one element of propaganda. But then there's also like these weird like life comparisons to like the one about time, all this
Yeah.
stuff. Anyways, if you haven't seen it, it's kind of cool to check out. It's really creepy and weird. It might make your night feel off.
Yeah,
be prepared for
just
that.
gonna interject here.
Yeah, I wanted
because
to
he used the
actually get
word
your
cool.
thoughts.
He used the word cool.
I think it's cool.
Respectfully disagree.
You don't think it's
Um,
cool at all? Can I add one more thing too, just to why we're talking about it?
Sure,
And
Chins.
then-
This is
and
your
then-
show.
Chains?
I said Chins.
How dare you?
This is the Chin Show.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Chin Show. No, but what's up?
Just before I forget, apparently they're making a show, which is kind of why I wanted to also
Yes.
talk about it. It's because they are making a show, and there's like a trailer out now for the
show.
show that's gonna be on like Netflix or some streaming platform.
Some different streaming platform. I don't think it was
Yeah,
Netflix.
anyways.
But point being,
What
yeah,
was yours? 3?
I had not seen it ever, and okay, sorry, 3. I had
No.
never actually seen it.
Yeah, you're judging art now, so you better be
Exactly. So
okay.
I have to be holding my
Yeah.
beverage,
Mm-hmm.
and I was happily upset, if that makes sense, because I was happy because I was with all my
Seems
homies and that they were there to
impossible,
watch
but
it
yeah.
with me. But I hated it, if that makes sense.
Did you actually hate it, or were you like?
You saw my face.
Yeah, you were really. I was.
You saw
in
my
fact,
face.
Rather than enjoying this for like the 10th time
Yeah.
ever, I instead focused in on Anthony's face because that in itself was its own piece of art.
It was
Throughout.
Okay, first
He
of
was
all,
frightened.
thank you for the
He
compliment.
was scared.
Thank you for the compliment.
He was crying.
Okay.
He was sobbing.
True.
He
All
was begging for his life for some reason.
again,
which
but
is
that's not me
bizarre.
because my name is 3, so that was
Yeah.
not me. But
Yeah.
Anthony did all those things truly. But no, I found it super odd, and like I get it. The whole time I was trying to be like, okay, let's peel back the layers and
Yeah.
see where the real artistry is behind this thing. No, it's fucking nope. It's just odd. It's just
quite,
odd.
and it's quite cryptic in that, like, there is an allegory there, but it's like very cryptic in its delivery in a way that's not very satisfying. I didn't like the ending at all.
No, me neither. And because you had said at one point, like, you know, we were debating, you know, how there's this debate online about whether it's art or not, or just kind of just random ideas thrown at a wall sort of thing. And you would mention how there's this one line specifically. Oh, but and this isn't a spoiler, but they're like, eats gravel, and you're like, that has to be random. But it's like,
Is it or? Yeah,
but I'm just
or
like,
is it
but I'm just
some
like,
bullshit
it's like,
metaphor,
or it's like, exactly. It's like, is it everything's planned and artistic,
Yeah.
or is it nothing's planned, or is it possible for it to be a blend of both, where it's like you're just
I
fucking with
know.
us, where it's like these things have meanings, these things are just fucking like
Yeah.
like is it an escape room where they're trying to throw you off? Because that's what escape
Yeah.
rooms do, by the way. For those of you who are at home and are like, oh, I don't,
Yeah,
I'm gonna escape rooms,
a little. What do we call it? A red herring.
exactly. You know what I
perhaps.
mean? So this is from two escape
tier
room
artists.
pros. I
Yeah.
was gonna say.
Top artists as well.
Both. That's a little just a tidbit for you that they're trying to throw you off sometimes. Anyways, back to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of the thing. It's just like, like, why? Why is it like this instead of something else that's like a little bit more digestible?
100%.
What did you think of it? Because you've seen it. You had seen it before.
I haven't seen all of it, or I hadn't seen all of it, but I had
so
seen a couple episodes.
Which ones were new? The ending was new, I'm assuming then?
Yeah.
I think I showed you up to like probably episode 4 at one point.
Yeah,
Right?
something
And there's
like
6
that.
episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think of it now that you've seen the end? Like, are you feeling like it was a good,
I don't think it's really important enough to like
interesting?
really dwell.
I think it's I mean, it's like a highly viewed and
Yeah.
it's considered like this like art piece thing
Yeah.
where it's like because it's like well, it's so bizarre, but
Like tens of millions of views. So like,
Yeah, no, like
I think probably
50
like
million
I
on
was
some
gonna
of them,
say- I
man.
was gonna say it's like probably
Kinda
close to
crazy.
like hundreds of them.
Yeah.
So like a decent amount of people have watched. So it's like I don't. So they get something out of it, but it's like, are they just watching because it's fucked up as well?
Yeah.
Probably. If I had to guess, I feel like someone just like stumbles across it and they're like, "Oh my god, this is so weird. I'm going to keep watching." It's not like
Yeah.
I've heard about this like renowned art piece
Yeah.
that we got to check it out.
Prestigious art piece.
Yeah.
Oh, we know all about those, don't we, James?
And I think my honest take of the ending is that the ending is not very good. It's not the
It's
ending-
on brand, though.
It's kind of, but like the last episode is honestly so much more boring and like I think the intrigue is like it's like yeah, you're gonna watch this, like what kind of creepy ass weird messed up thing are they gonna
Yeah.
show, you know? And spoilers here, like the one episode where it's like you see this guy getting his guts eaten by a can and then the guy eats his friend. It's like none of it really makes sense, but it's also like why that's just such a disturbing thing to watch. And then like the last episode
Yeah.
was kind of like stuff happens, but it's very once again cryptic and not very entertaining. That's my thoughts on it.
Damn. Well, good takes all around. As we are
I'm excited to see the show. I want
art
to check out the show.
art elitists,
Yeah.
we know that we're just right on that, and that's the end of the
Indeed.
discussion. That's what the show is.
Indeed.
So
I
next topic.
definitely will watch the show because I gotta know if they give more details.
If we can watch it, if it's not like only
Yeah,
UK TV or
maybe.
something like that.
I'm
Yeah,
okay with
true.
not. I feel like
No, you have to watch it.
oh for what? What are we gonna do? A
3?
fucking review? We gonna fuck. Oh, sorry, 3.
3. You have to watch it. It's art.
Oh, you know I will.
I guess we want to take a break. Do you guys got anything to add in our intro before we go? And then what time are we at?
Cheaper? How we
You
doing
got
for
it.
time?
We got to take a break.
Okay,
Oh,
so we're gonna come
hey.
back and we're gonna start reviewing some art pieces.
Giving our take.
Giving our take,
Yeah.
trying to interpret them. We're gonna look at some of the most expensive pieces of modern art. We're gonna look at some fashion, everything you could imagine.
We're gonna get
in
different
the
forms of
world.
art. Exactly. So
We're gonna be
stay
looking
tuned.
like this still.
Like,
So,
comment, subscribe.
I feel like we're not gonna get through that much of it. 'Cause, like, we're gonna just chat. We're gonna be chatty. We're gonna be chatty.
Swing from
the
chandelier, from the chandelier.
Do you notice that Ronnie has a new nose ring? Yeah, I know.
just changed it.
It's actually really hard to see with these glasses.
It really is hard to see.
Extremely dark in here, but
But-
they're not. It's not about aiding our vision at all.
It's not.
It's about aiding our vision.
Wow, it's actually
the
a-
artistic.
It's actually
vision.
very dark. I didn't realize how dark it was till I, did
know.
this.
It's actually frustrating to like get a glimpse of what normal lighting looks like with these outside. Of
what do you
these
like better,
stupid
this
glasses.
though, or the way I was
These are-
talking before?
Well, are you enjoying yourself better? I feel like that could be your style. You know, it's like why does he even have those sunglasses on? They're clearly not functional. They're there as a statement, but what is the statement?
That is art.
He looks down. When you're walking around looking down at people,
Mm-hmm.
you're obfuscating the view purposely, so you don't have to look at all these
Plebs.
these people below you that don't know anything about
Truly,
art.
truly,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it is
Right.
because
The
they don't
ants.
understand
The ants
The
below your
ants.
feet.
Damn it, you got me with the
You like that, eh? All right. Well, listen, let's just jump right into this. What we got first, this is and once again, I apologize. I know some people listen to our stuff. I always recommend you watch it, but I understand how it's not always accessible. So we will do our best to describe what we're seeing. Luckily, for the first one,
We didn't with the actual first art piece, so we're already
know.
0 for 1, just to put that one out there. We got to...
I did briefly.
Hold ourselves to a
I said
higher
it was black
standard.
text with very simple stickmen drawing caricatures, something like that.
Okay.
You know what?
I guess I didn't.
They're here for the banter, you know?
Oh, the banter.
The banter.
Do you think we have good banter, bruv?
I would say that we
back
do.
and forth
yeah,
quips,
I don't
yeah?
want to do the accent.
Don't do the
anymore, but I
accent.
would say that we do have good banter.
I don't know if it's a good one or not, so I'm going to keep doing it.
All right,
I'm
okay,
free.
well, let's go to the top of this
Anyways.
list. So what this is? Sorry, I saw them on the screen and I was just immediately tuned out. I'm sorry. Listen,
Let's go.
we're doing our best here.
We're trying. It's a different vibe today.
This is literally just a random article, but this has some interesting stuff on it. These are the most expensive modern art pieces, and if you know anything about modern art, which I don't. I literally
do.
don't. In
I
character, I
know
do.
all.
But 3 knows a lot about it.
I know a lot about art.
Whether or not Craig and Anthony do.
Anthony
probably not.
knows jack shit about art. 3 knows everything.
You get this thing with modern art where it's like simple and stupid is
I know.
best. You know, it's just like it's. I don't necessarily believe that anyone understands it, but I certainly don't. But that doesn't mean I don't like it. I actually will say that I do like it sometimes. So I want to see if I like any of these pieces because these are the pieces.
Here's what I'll say. You showed me this first picture, and my reaction is kind of what I think prompted you to keep going with this article because I said,
Yes.
and I quote, I hate it.
You hate it. Okay, so what we're looking at.
I don't hate the piece. I hate the price tag attached to the piece.
Yeah, fair enough. So we're looking at the first one on this list is what would you consider 2 navy blue rectangles with a thin,
Bisected by a turquoise line.
and the line is not even.
Nope.
Important detail to
Yes.
note is not even.
Looks like
In fact,
brushwork.
It looks like
Looks like brushwork.
yeah, it looks like someone was a little sloppy. And here's the kicker: this piece sold for what does it say? $43.8 million.
Assumingly American, but even if not,
Yeah.
a lot of money.
What do you guys think?
I
hate it, you
I told
said.
you my thought.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. You asking Anthony or 3?
3.
Oh,
I'm only ever asking 3.
superb.
Yeah.
Superb.
Okay. Then Anthony, I want the more interesting take of. Give me something. This is great. Next, please.
No, it's splendid. No. Here's why it's superb. Okay,
Yeah.
it's a metaphor for life. Okay, in life
it?
you have 2
Yeah.
sides of the coin, as it were. Okay, bisected by your opinion. So you have one side of yourself that's saying do this, do right, do whatever. The other side saying give into your deepest, darkest kind of inhibitions. And in the middle is kind of that is who you are. Is kind of in the middle. That person who's straddling both sides. That's what I see when I look at it. But what do I know? I'm just 3.
Why did you make it interesting all of a sudden? Actually, with that was really actually good.
What do you want from me?
I'm just saying that
What
was
do you-
actually impressive. That sounds like something an artist would say about it.
Because I am an artiste, sir.
True. What do you think of stuff like this? I mean, we don't have to go through this whole list because they're all just $1 million pieces that look like this. I
That's
guess, like,
so
in
much
general,
money.
like,
That's
what,
so much
What
money.
do you think of this kind of art?
Yeah, I think I love minimalist art, but this one, especially the fact that the middle turquoise line is not perfect is I feel like for anyone that is
Which is obviously intentional. Though,
it
right?
is, but
It
it's
is.
it's very not satisfying to look
Okay.
at with the line being like that. So I
But
mean,
maybe is that part of the statement then?
I was
Is
gonna
it
say.
there to frustrate you, and part of the art
It
is its
could be,
ability to
but
elicit
I don't
an
like
emotional
it.
response? Yeah.
In the
fair
same
enough.
way that out of life we
Yeah.
want life to be perfect, life is not perfect, and it's the imperfections that make it beautiful. Same way with this turquoise line, brother.
You were literally meant to play this character. I'm just being honest. This is insane.
No, okay, but jokes aside, I honestly do like the piece aside from the price tag.
$44 million?
Like if this was up at HomeSense for $130,
You'd skip it still.
You
That's
wouldn't
kind
pay
of,
100.
yeah, exactly.
If,
You wouldn't
if
pay
it's something you
$100
could
for it.
make yourself, you wouldn't
Which
pay that much.
you probably could.
You
definitely
100%
could.
could.
Definitely can make this yourself. But my point being, I also like the minimalist art, and I do think that's kind of a dope piece. Until you look at the price tag, and then I get literally angry.
obviously
Literally angry.
Yeah, that'd be
I
like
wouldn't pay more than $15 for this if I saw it at a thrift store.
I just don't think I'd even if it wasn't free, I don't know if I'd want to take this and put this anywhere. It's just,
What if it was a
it's
big
just putting
piece,
a piece
though?
of
What if it was a big
blue-
piece?
I could make a big piece. like this.
Okay, sir, get your head out of the gutter.
Okay, fair enough.
Sir,
Here's my question, and I don't know if either of us are equipped. Well, here, let's
What is
actually, let's
this
look at a few
one?
more. You know, I want to ask this question after, but so this is just quite. Wait, you're tarnishing the art with your mouse.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
he's not.
$1.1 million for this. This is literally just a big blood red square.
It says blood red mirror. So it's a mirror that's painted
Maybe we
red.
don't get the full. Yeah, maybe we. Oh, it is a mirror that they painted over top of.
What?
If they imagine a mirror and then they cover it with blood red paint.
I wonder if there's like information on them.
I'm
No.
confused.
Well, I'm sure if they sell for that much. So here's my question. I don't know if any of us are equipped to answer this. But is there? Oh wow, it's actually like a famous piece too. Okay?
I mean, I'd hope so.
Right.
like, I would hope that if you pay
Okay,
$1.1 million,
do you wanna know
that
what
you're
they say
investing.
about it?
Yes,
yeah,
please.
let's hear it. I want to hear if there's like some insight to why it's special.
So it's minimalist sculpture of the 1960s to trigger a new sort of perceptual self-presence. Making reverse pigmented mirrors became a way to quietly challenge the avant-garde monochrome, as well as to explore a counterpoint to the gestural, vivid exuberance of his own painting. Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know if I
I'm gonna be honest.
understand or
I'm gonna be
buy
honest.
any of
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
I knew all those words, but the way that they were put into that paragraph, I am no closer to understanding that piece than I was
How about
2 minutes
this?
ago.
Encounter with this example simultaneously enables and convolutes a narcissistic desire for mirroring. Spectators confront their own presence saturated in the blood red chroma. And
That
then
makes
this kind
sense.
of is an interesting photo that they have here because you can actually see
Yourself in it.
reflection of something in
Right.
it. So
Huh.
Okay, I would say that I actually do think, knowing that it's a mirror and there is that aspect of like you see yourself in it when you go look, I think
It's a little bit more
There's
interesting.
a little bit more depth there. Do I understand it? Yes, yeah, I do.
Honestly,
Fully, actually.
honestly, like
I do get it.
like even like
Makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense.
like even like not as 3, I'm like bars. Okay,
Yeah,
like you know what I
kind
mean?
of bars.
Yeah,
Here's what I'll
like when they
say.
were like, oh, like it's about like
Yeah.
the narcissistic, like constant kind of searching for like seeing yourself in the mirror, like
Yeah.
and through like a different kind of lens. Honestly,
I have so
fair
many,
enough.
I actually have so many questions that I think are valid. But okay, so, and I want to get to all of them.
Okay.
But here's my first one. Okay, what determines how are these being evaluated in terms of like their value? Because it's like a lot of what was said about it is so much.
Subjective.
Well, it's subjective. But it's also like exterior to the art. Like, you know, it's not the art itself that has it. It's like, yeah, you get all this meaning from like, but like the reflection is gonna change from person. Maybe that's just part of it.
No, it is.
it's definitely
myself
part
in.
of it. But it's also like I think unfortunately art
articulating
like
this.
sometimes has it's a little bit of a namesake
Yeah,
thing.
for
Like
sure.
once you're a famous artist,
sure.
if you make something that like an undiscovered artist could also make,
Yeah.
because you're known, it becomes way more deep than it is.
I know
That's very
And-
much the vibe I was kind of getting to. Is
Yeah.
that like it's very much like why is a Gucci bag worth so much versus like I don't know what's a non-Gucci brand, Michael
Yeah.
Kors for
Yeah.
example, right? It's
Yeah.
like it's just because the name. It's like it's a household name. It's something
Yeah.
that's known, and so like you know, and so I think that's a big piece of it is like who it comes from, and then I guess how it will like age. I guess into
Yeah.
what I'm saying,
For
like,
sure.
like how it will like maintain its value kind of moving
Yeah.
forward. Maybe might also be a reason why they're so expensive. But I'm with cheap. I feel like a big piece of it is like who made it.
Yeah, but yeah,
You know?
because I mean, I guess like what I'm saying is I'm gonna sneeze 1 sec. Hold on.
Bless you, bless you, bless you.
Oh, God.
Yes, got him. I live in your head, rent free.
You piece of shit. My thing is like, it seems to me
Yep.
that a lot of like this statement that is being claimed. Yeah, like that one's kind of cool.
I like
you know?
that one.
Yeah,
and I
very
like this
minimalist
one
and cool.
too.
So, like, just any of these. I guarantee you, we look up any of these. There's gonna be like all this stuff. Like, this is what it's provoking. All this different stuff. But like, it seems like the claims that are being made about what it's making people feel are doing all of the heavy lifting for the art's value. In the sense that like you could just say something completely different about it and it would still apply because you're still like you know what I mean.
Because
like,
art's open to
yeah, like-
interpretation.
like
100%.
like this whole like blood red mirror thing. You could literally just say some other complete different thing about what it provokes and says, and I don't know what actually like what is actually determining that statement is connected to that.
Well, nothing, because only the artist who made it knows.
Well,
like,
I
what
think it's
the
also
point
like
is.
the critics of the art too that get to decide that stuff,
I,
right?
I won't lie. I also kind of missed the first half of what you're saying, only because while you were talking,
really
I was
bored.
looking. No, I wasn't bored. I just had a different thought come to my head because you know.
Okay, what's the thought?
Like there's the half of this argument that's like, or not argument, but discussion that's like, oh, what does the art mean? You know, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
The other half is like, yo, what? Whom has these pieces in their house, and like, how do they like? Because you're gonna flex this $28 million piece, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like you're gonna
Weird
be like,
flex.
you're gonna be like, look at my really expensive
Look at my
painting,
massive waste of
but
money.
it's like how do you even like introduce it, talk about it? Like what do these people do with this? Like when you buy it, now what? I guess is my question. Like
How
what
do
do
you
you
not feel
do
like
with
a
it?
dum-dum when you like show it to someone who doesn't appreciate it? Too?
Yeah,
it's
like
unless you only hang out with like artist people or like people who like that stuff, then you're kind of boned anytime. It's like, yeah, this is my blue square.
Yeah, man. It's like
$22 million it cost me.
yeah, it's actually
Yeah.
it really signifies kind of the two sides of the brochure coming together in the middle during high
Nice.
tide.
Another Broshan callback. That's huge.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, we were really choosing between this and our like $1 million vacation home in Palm Springs, but we chose the blue square.
Do you see that little fleck in the top right corner? That was an intentional fleck, and
Yeah.
what that is, it's the entire universe wrapped up in one little dot. Because that's all we are, is specks in the universe.
Exactly.
Anyways,
Beautiful. Well said.
I just think that, like, when I picture it, I just picture some person also holding a wine glass. Is there
Yeah.
water in it? Is it carbonated? I don't know. And they're just walking around showing off, because, like, unless it's a gallery, I feel like you only have one, maybe two of these kind of pieces in your home,
Yeah.
and you just flex on people in the camera. It's like, oh, look at this.
Yeah.
This piece that I bought that's worth 3 times your house.
Yeah, it's just like,
like-
maybe so. There's a lot of elements to it. Is what you're saying? Yeah, there's a lot that goes into
like
the desire to
and it
own.
just made me kind of icky for a second of being like, ugh, like imagine owning one of these
I
pieces.
know. I
You
feel
know
like
what I mean?
I
Like,
feel so. I feel bad. Yeah.
sorry, but that was
Never
Anthony
would.
talking. 3 owns 11 of these pieces, and if you want to come
Right.
see it at any moment in time, you can come down to the lot,
Nice.
baby. I
Hell
have a
yeah.
whole
Your
gallery
house
for
is
you.
like a museum.
Oh,
basically,
it's
yeah.
just beautiful. There's different pieces
Nice.
everywhere. I actually have that one.
See, this one,
have
and
it.
actually, so Veronica was saying she likes this one. This is called Pinture,
Lishan, it's like does that mean dog in French?
I
Doge.
believe.
Yeah. I think that like, because I mean,
You know, talk
when my grandpa
Yes,
passed
please.
away, he passed down a lot of expensive art to my dad.
Right.
Nothing like this.
No.
But he has
Much
expensive
more
art.
expensive.
And I don't know. I also don't really understand it, because my dad will like have something on the wall and he's like telling me about it, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
like that's it. Like
Yeah.
you look at it and you enjoy it, but then like, and it does appreciate over time, but then that's it.
My biggest
I
thing
don't
is like
know.
I can't actually keep up with is like
I'll have a top up.
little top up of the
Yeah.
H2O.
We need it. Sorry.
I think one of the big things is like, how do you actually calculate these values? Like, I mean, it's obviously done through auction, so it's
Yeah.
people deciding whether or not it's worth this much. But like, I don't know, it just seems very arbitrary to me. And then these numbers just run up to like these ridiculous levels. Can we
But it
see
is nice to have.
What
them.
is
It
this one here? Yeah, I know what
Untitled.
I don't hate that one, if I'm being honest.
70 million.
you mean. Yeah,
Again,
that's insane.
dumb
That's just
expensive. like,
scratches.
like dumb expensive.
And I do think, here's what I'll say. I don't want to say I just hate
Fool.
all this, because I don't hate it.
How much is Fool?
That's pretty cool.
5 million.
Actually, can we just
But
look?
Riot is 30 million.
Interesting.
See, like, I think these ones are. I don't like these ones. I don't like the letters. Look like they're,
Oh,
they're
Blue
like
Boy.
stenciled letters. You know. Can we actually go back up to that scratch one? I want to use this one as an example for what I was gonna kind of talk about. Is like, here's something that I actually do think is cool about art pieces like this. When there's a story behind how it's made or something, like, I mean, this is kind of gonna be a weird example. But there's certain art pieces that are worth a ton of money and like super sought after, even though they don't like not visually appealing, but because the artist was in some sort of like insane state of mind during it, like either like sometimes it'll be like, oh, this person was completely manic during this like crazy time in their life, and they just like let themselves make this like kind of horrifying art piece.
Interesting.
I'm like, to me, that's kind of cool. There's like this all of this.
Okay.
What does it say?
So it says that, so the way that he made this is like a chalkboard.
Yeah.
He sat on the shoulders of a friend who shuttled back and forth along the length of the canvas, thus allowing the artist to create his fluid, continuous lines.
Well, now I feel like an idiot because that's a dumb way to make art.
So the friend gave him a
that's
piggyback?
That's what made it special.
The friend gave him a piggyback while he made this? Is that what I'm hearing?
I think.
Yeah,
That's,
this
I
is
think
also
that's-
huge. This is like a massive piece.
See, I definitely hear where you're coming from, Craig.
Yeah,
and,
like
and-
if there's
and-
a
and
cool
there's-
way that they get there, you know.
And
then I'm
see-
like, okay, well, then maybe there's extra to that.
I think that I would be more down with these absurd prices if it was like a finite thing, and kind of like, because as Chief was saying, it's like you go and you look at like a piece, right, and then you're like, okay, cool. on the next thing. With my day, versus like if like I don't know, like not like if it was supposed to be burnt, but like I don't know if these pieces were more finite and more like I view it as like a like flower, and to me, okay, you
Get fucked. Oh, dude, I feel like you can break. Look at the water.
whoa, art.
Okay, this is gonna break. I'm sorry.
Some fucking dubstep. I lost my fucking train
know,
of thought.
that's
Oh,
100%
flower.
me, yeah.
Because to me, like kind of one of the things that makes like flowers very pretty is that like they're finite and they are gonna die eventually and not be pretty anymore.
Interesting.
And so to me, like
Yeah.
it's kind of like something that's like beautiful, like, just like with like
You know
life in
what?
general, right? With like the fact that like things aren't meant to last for forever,
Yeah.
and there's kind of something beautiful about like enjoying something that's very pretty. Like while it's here, so like,
Do you know
I don't
about-
know of any art that's kind of fleeting. Like I feel like I've heard of them. I can't think of any off the top
Well,
of
do
my
you know?
head.
Do you know about the sand mandalas as well? Like you have a mandala. She's a mandala tattoo.
I know
right?
what a mandala is, so I'm sure
Yeah.
I could.
Well, there's a
figure
thing
out
that,
what
and I believe it's a Buddhist practice. The Buddhist monks do this thing where they make this very, very elaborate
mandala.
design mandala, beautifully like symmetrical, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Done in sand. And then essentially they spend days, weeks doing this collectively in groups of people even, and at the end they just wipe it all clean.
Yeah,
and
to
the
me-
beauty of that is like, yeah, it's like just letting go. It's
Yeah.
like letting go of the things that happen, letting go of the things that you've done. Just
Compassionate non-attachment, I think, is what they call it. or-
beautiful. Whoa, we actually know some stuff sometimes. Look at us.
But on another note, spending an absorbent amount of money on something that's going to last forever is fucking.
Yeah.
What is the pinnacle of life? You know what I mean? What is the purpose of life if not to flex the things you own and can buy with your hard work and your own art you put out in there?
Yeah.
As is this this internet show, not a podcast.
Yeah, the internet show is also
Art.
definitely.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
How are we doing? Can we keep going? I feel like we spent a lot of time on that. And that
12
was-
minutes.
Okay,
Wow.
let's go on to the next thing. Skip. Do you want to do some fashion?
Yeah.
No, let's do one more. Like, we can do another recording and have another one in these.
Sure.
So okay, let's skip the quotes. Let's look at some of these more. These are
Wait,
more.
hold on,
art
wait, hold on,
exhibits.
hold on.
These are-
What
these
are the
are
quotes?
modern-
What are the quotes? What are the quotes? What are the
Okay,
quotes?
fine. let's
I
go to
want
the
to see like
quotes.
one or two quotes.
It's very similar to. It's funny because these are like this is a list of pretentious art quotes, but they're
Oh.
very similar to what was just these modern art pieces, how they were being described. It's like extremely similar.
We should
to that.
say them in character. So I'll be
All right.
3 and you be
Okay.
chins.
You
And,
gotta scroll down.
and
Here, I
see if
can-
they make sense.
I can even just open these up on mine, Sheeb. Here, it might be easier. And then
So
Anthony-
close it on mine?
Yeah, you can just close it, and then
It's Priscilla to you, sir.
That's true.
I should have just made it
Purse.
Cheeb.
Sheeb.
Cheeb is my
Really
art
good
name.
art name.
Also, you do look like a Priscilla right now. Like,
Yeah.
if I do
That's
say
what I
so.
thought.
Yeah, like it fits. Do I?
Some of these-
do I look like 3?
What even is 3?
Exactly.
3 isn't a...
Exactly.
That's-
Exactly. 3's an
three's-
idea.
Yeah, exactly.
You're nailing it. It's just an idea. Sort of lives in the abstract only. I only exist in the abstract.
Oh, do you, chins?
Chins. Why I fucked up my name so bad.
Don't be self-conscious about your name.
Rashin.
You are chins. You are
Rashin
chins.
though, Rashin, Chins Rashins.
You're gonna
Chins Rashins?
You're gonna rescind.
Come on.
You're gonna rescind your fucking name.
Allow me to rescind my offer. Seriously, what a guy. I can't do improv for jack shit. Okay, do
For
you want to go
jack
first or
shit.
me? These are quotes. Do you want to go first or do you want
Sure.
Or do you want to go first, Cheap?
Priscilla.
I closed them on mine.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, I have them here.
A group
Well, I'm
of sculptural works that aims at a void that signifies precisely the non-being of what it represents. That is art.
I want to talk about this because, yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Beautiful.
you. Thank you. We will
This-
get to poems later.
This suggestion of performance psychologically involves the viewer with the making process, provoking instinctive responses to her precarious assemblances.
I'm having a
Wait,
very good time doing
hold on.
these so far.
Assemblages. Don't know that word.
Me
That's a
neither.
new one for me. That's a new one for me.
What's the next
Okay,
one?
this one's cheap though.
Oh.
As in Priscilla. Priscilla cheap.
My work centers on an interest in the universality of our biological makeup and landscape, combined with the collective sense of the sublime.
So I want to talk about this before we do any more. These are just off the cuff quotes, by the way. Someone is just saying this in passing. Like this is not like written down for them. So just imagine speaking like this. I guess like this is. I think this is maybe where art and the art world gets a bad rap. Like the modern art world gets a bad rap is because it's like you can say everything that's said in these things without sounding like a lunatic.
I-
like a complete detached lunatic.
It's really
Just
hard to
like-
keep. Like, I almost couldn't drink that fucking water just now. Just imagining, it's like the person who's saying this looks like you. I hope you know. Like, looks like us, I guess.
Exactly.
That's what I
This is
say.
that's why we did it. We kind of nailed the costumes.
Honestly,
Very good.
our best dressing yet.
I agree. So it's like, what was
Dressing? What
Remember
am I
that?
saying?
Did we watch the video? I don't think we watched it here, but you know, like the certainly video, and everyone's talking about how it's like when you realize a new word.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what the vibe I get from all of these. It's like they've like discovered all these like art tangential words that apply in like a very loose way, but sound super sophisticated.
This to me like just rubs me as people who are just like, if I use the biggest words that I can possibly, like you could say like you could simple this down and make it so a fucking third grader could heard it.
Why not make
but
it accessible?
But no, you have to make it as highbrow as possible
Yeah.
to show that not only are you an artist, but you're a super fucking genius.
It's
one
like
too.
they want it to be
And
inaccessible.
So, for example, like my
next one's
practice examines hesitation as a part of the process of decision making, where the object is neither the object of objecthood nor the art object. It is rather the oblique object of my intentions.
Okay. That one is really bad, if I'm being honest.
I didn't know what the fuck I just said. I was
look at
reading.
this part where the object is neither the object of objecthood. Okay, like so. Okay, wait. What is he? What?
My
Can you actually make
my
sense of
practice
what that
examines.
said
Okay, sorry.
there?
So my
Like-
practice examines hesitation as part
Yeah.
of the process of decision making.
That's
So
fine. I think that's actually fine. I think
where
that's,
the
sounds
object,
interesting.
it does. Where the object is neither the object of objecthood nor the art object. What in the fuck are you saying, my man?
Why would anyone
Who said this?
communicate like this?
More-
You might as well just communicate in riddles.
More.
Just say riddles every time someone asks you a question.
This is modern day Shakespearean, I think. This is like reading Shakespeare in like high school, but listening to it or out of somebody's mouth.
yeah.
It's word poetry. It's
I don't know, man.
slam
That's a
poetry. I don't know. Whatever.
Objecthood.
Object.
Not the object. The object is in fact neither the object of objecthood or the art object,
Because
but
what
in
you-
fact the object of my object.
The object of my object
Objectively.
is the brain's object, what your mind's eye sees, objectively objectifying the object. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Me
if I'm
neither.
being honest, not at all.
Me neither.
Also, I want to say, like, we're kind of taking a swing over here at some of this stuff. I think art is really cool, even the more pretentious stuff.
Yes.
If I am being honest, I think it's
Genuinely.
really cool. I think there's some silly stuff like this in it, and you know what? Maybe I'm just dumb, and you know what? I'm okay with that. If I don't like it because I'm dumb, that is also an art statement.
This is a moment to remind you all of rule number 1. We're here to have a hee-hee time. So,
Certainly, there's no one offended watching.
and
this.
if
you're
you
here,
are, if you're here and you're
you're
offended,
in a wrong
you're
turn
the
somewhere.
wrong You're
Yeah.
the wrong place. Wrong chase. Why the fuck do I keep saying Che?
Che, yeah.
What the hell?
Well, I think it's because it's actually just part of our reality now.
Oh,
the
it is.
letter Che.
The co-fact, Che's exist.
Okay, well, I have some art exhibits that are kind of similar. Well, these are more art exhibits. So they're not paintings. And
So
they
the
are
actual
just-
building where art resides?
Yeah, that's kind of like
Let's
just
see.
some things that are either sculptures or just like an art piece. If you I think there's only a couple of them. We can take a look at all of these. I want to get your guys' thoughts. I think some of these are actually kind of cool. This one.
I feel like this was a joke.
I think, if I remember correctly, well, it's kind of hard to say. So, and I think this has actually happened.
Yeah.
I'm talking about co-fact, guys.
Oh, here we
Big
go.
time co-fact right now. But there's been stories of at modern art museums. This could just be bullshit. So whatever. If it is, it is. But there's been stories of people dropping like a cup on the ground and then people assuming that it's part of the modern art because of how on par it is with all of the other art
yeah,
pieces.
I think that's what this was. I remember seeing this.
And remember, like the banana that was actually nailed to the wall. That was a real art piece. There's a banana peel like nailed to a wall, and that was the art piece. And so
What
it's like,
does that
So it's like, how is
fucking mean?
that? So what we're looking at, just to be clear, too, we're looking at a person who's on the ground right now taking a photo of a pair of glasses that's just sitting on the ground, and it looks like there's people gathered around who are presumably thinking it's a piece of art when it might be. But more likely, it seems to be someone dropped their glasses.
Just some bifocals.
Yeah,
Just some
regular
bifocals.
glasses.
Yeah.
So That's oh yeah, we're on Imgur. So if you hit next, you're gonna get a whole random thing of anything.
I didn't realize it was one. I thought it was like a gallery.
Yeah. So, anyways, what do you think of that? If that is art,
How
how do you feel about that kind of art? If let's say this is an art piece, how do you guys feel about this kind where it's just like it's just a little object?
in the same vein as like minimalism art that costs millions of dollars just because of your name?
Yeah.
This gets me equally as peeved. Like,
Well, I think what it is.
10 mil, please.
So I think what I believe is going on in some of these situations. There's this art exists in the film world. There is art that is designed to just essentially elicit a negative response, and that's because like what is art? What is art other than something that elicits an emotional response of some sort, right? So that means there'll also be ones that are designed to just make you angry.
So, like, right
and
now,
the method
you are
by which they
boring
do
me.
so. Yeah. Oh, so this art is sort of.
You are boring me.
Yeah, and that's part of the art of my speaking is that it is designed to bore you, to elicit the emotional response of hatred,
Towards
contempt,
you.
yes,
Envy?
jealousy, envy and
Damn.
jealousy. Wow, we kind
Wow,
of
we are on the same level today.
I wanted to show. I remembered this
Okay.
piece. I don't know if you guys have seen this before. It's really weird.
Okay.
Tell me what you think.
Ooh, it looks graphic.
I'm excited to see this.
Okay. Can't help myself. Oh, here, let me pull it up on here too.
Maybe I have seen this one.
Oh, this is like more of like the people taking photos.
So, can you
Oh, here.
describe what's going on?
Yeah.
So it's
Oh.
like I don't know if it's real blood or if it's like simulated blood, and then there's like
Hopefully
this robot
simulated.
that spins around in the middle, and it like squeegees up the blood, and it's like in this
And it
big
keeps-
glass case.
So it's just pooled around its base, and
Yeah.
it keeps spreading out because it's obviously a liquid.
Yeah, and then the machine just like squeegees the blood up. the
I don't
whole
like
time.
this one. It makes my skin crawl a little bit because it looks like real blood.
It does.
It looks like it has the consistency of real blood, which makes my skin kind of crawl. It also looks like what would happen to blood if it was oxidized for a long time. Again, making me think this is real blood. Probably not. Okay. Hopefully it's not. But
But what do you
it
think
makes me
that this
uncomfortable.
means?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
Mm.
I like this one. I think it's cool. I actually think it's cool.
I think that the robo arm is cool as
That's
fuck.
what I mean.
I think
Like,
the robo arm
just-
is cool as
just
fuck.
think about like I think they're okay. This is gonna sound pretentious, but
But
here's,
look what it does. It like
Yeah.
it sprays the blood around the glass room and stuff. Like I don't know.
Ugh, it makes
or
my
it's
skin
shaking it
crawl.
off. Like I think the reason I like it is because it's like sort of like it seems like it's sort of some sort of dystopian thing. Like I don't know. I don't know what it's actually meant to do, but in my mind, what I'm getting from it, it's like this robot, that's doing our dirty work for us. It's cleaning up a crime scene or something. This is the far future where all of a sudden humans don't have to concern themselves with us. And then to see it, if we were to see it, it would be super jarring and weird because it's like, why is this robot cleaning this stuff up? But maybe that's what it's trying to do. It's like we're going to get to this point where we no longer have to see or think about these things, and a robot's going to do it for us. But then it's actually still horrifying.
Was that off the dome?
That was off. What do you think? I practiced. I didn't know she was going to show it. You think I can't do stuff like that?
I mean,
sometimes?
you have the advantage of
obviously kind of talking out of my ass.
No, that honestly, what you're
But I think you
describing,
can
I was
get
like,
some stuff out
I
of
can.
it.
That's the
Yeah.
beautiful thing about art is that even if we take two completely different takes on
Yeah.
anything, like what you said made me go like, oh shit, that makes
I don't know,
complete
yeah.
sense for what this could be, or for like, and it was completely valid interpretation of what this could be, and kind of blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
well, as far as modern art goes, I'm not a big fan of like the plain painted stuff. How are we doing for time too?
We're done.
Alrighty, welcome back. Sorry, we may have cut out a little bit there at the end because I was rambling.
Apologies.
Freaking psycho, But what I was saying, just about these modern art pieces in general, I kind of like them. I think they're cooler, even when they're kind of like a little weird and annoying. I'm boring you again. You think you could hide the yawn? You tried to hide it underneath your hand.
No, I didn't
see
try to
through
hide
you.
anything. I was
Yeah.
simply opening my mouth widely and sucking in a lot of air.
Yes.
Because you were talking about modern art, and that was my modern art for the consumption of
Everything you do is
today.
art.
Everything I
is art.
do is art. So
Your
again, that was a
existence is art.
metaphor
I got
for
it.
the consumption and the consumerism that exists
Nice.
today. Because again, if you were to imagine this kind of complex, this always needing more, it's imagine a wide open mouth consuming everything that comes in, every single molecule, every single thing that could possibly be sucked in gets sucked in, like, and then after you feel better.
That was really good. I don't like the glasses. Not the way they look. They look fantastic.
They make you tired.
But I'm tired of wearing them.
I am.
But
Let's wrap this show so I can get some lifeblood back.
here's
in
a
me.
rule that we always should have said.
Oh.
From the beginning.
Oh,
New rule, maybe.
nope.
Commit to the bit, as in we don't pull our shoot on stuff like this.
You
know?
can't possibly be sitting
Commit
here
to the bit.
telling me to commit to the bit. You, of all
I'm
people,
not
can't
necessarily
possibly be
telling you that.
saying.
What? Give an example.
Give an example.
Yeah, specifically.
Literally,
what are you coming after me for?
9
right now?
times, 7 to 8 out of 10 times we say anything for content. You go,
7 to 8, 10 times. Is that what you're saying?
you can't make fun of my stutter, sir.
I didn't make
Okay?
fun of your
You can't pull out low blow. I never go for Crohn's. I
never
never go for Crohn's. You can't go for the stutter. That's
You
not
have
how
gone
this
for
works.
Crohn's, which is fine. But
Shut up,
also-
poopy pants. Anyways,
Shut up. I didn't mean to go for
That's
the
a
stutter.
shitty
That's
take.
fucked up of me to do.
anyways,
You
what are we
amazing
talking
stuff
about?
here. You amazing stuff here.
What are we talking about?
Let's take a look at some of these pretentious art exhibits, and then let's
Okay.
do some fashion, and I think we're pretty much good. We've gone through all the art that we need to go through.
Oh, so guys want
Is there more art out there? Yeah, of course.
kind of want to look at some
course there
slam poems, if I'm being honest. But whatever.
If we got some time, then let's do some slam
Oh,
poems.
yeah, let's get,
But-
let's get cracking. Let's get cracking. What do we got?
Alrighty. The first one, I think, the Imgur one we already looked at. Okay, what's the next one? I think, okay, this is cool. This
Hang
one's
on, I
good.
gotta put it on to the thing.
Yeah, this is cool, though. I'll show you. Anthony.
Okay.
So what we're working with here, I believe those are oranges.
In a
Of the
pure-
real variety, too.
In a pyramidical shape.
Yeah. So maybe this one has sort of that aspect of this. It doesn't last forever.
Ah, yeah, just as
You
natural.
know.
Oh, wait, are those real oranges though? Why does the corner look so weird? I mean, that's just because the way
well,
it
that's
is.
the thing,
It's
the-
the angle.
what-
It's the way
Yeah.
it is.
What we're looking at right now is it's like a pyramid of oranges, but the top of the pyramid is sort of missing, and like oranges at some point are just kind of just stacked up more randomly at the top.
Yeah.
Which I don't like. I don't like how it looks at the top. It looks like this looks like something that you could quite literally see at a grocery store.
Yes.
After it's been picked over for like a couple hours.
Yes.
Maybe that's what
Yes.
it's
I
meant
like
to
it.
do.
Yeah, fair enough. I like it because I feel like it would look very much more silly if it was just a full pyramid of oranges. So I feel like there's some message here about like, I don't know, creating things.
And then just giving up at some point. And
As
just
you
knowing
should
when to
do.
give up. Yeah.
yeah,
Or
you
is
could,
it like this is an art piece that like everyone can actually share? Like, is it like meant that people are supposed to like take oranges off of it, and it's like a takeaway from like a physical takeaway from the piece?
Oh, interesting.
if it was, would you take an orange?
I would take an orange.
Would you
And
take an
what's
orange?
that? I would take an orange, but the question is, what statement does that make? Would you
That-
take an orange?
Yes, I would take an orange.
Nice. Okay, you had to think about it.
I think about it because I was like, would I take an orange or would I not? I mean, because I think I wouldn't at first because of the art, but then I'd be like, ooh, but I'll be hungry later. So then I grab an orange.
Oh, okay. So you just
like
take it as a snack. For
snack
later. You
time
say,
for
"Oh,
later."
free snack.
Exactly.
And you're like, wow, this is some pretty good art. The art that keeps giving.
Yes,
Because that's the saying, right?
The art that keeps giving. I mean, isn't that most art that isn't
the art
edible?
that Thanksgiving.
I feel like this is the art that.
The art that Thanksgiving. You know that saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of anything to add on, so I had to just no butt there. God damn it! No,
It's okay. No butts are allowed on the show.
No butts are allowed.
Literally, no butts are allowed. I'm
Literally,
telling you,
zero
no-
butts
no
are allowed
butts
here
are
on the
allowed
show.
here.
Don't bring your butt here.
Yeah.
Sit in your seat. Don't be standing. No, I think that this is honestly, if it's participatory, I like it more. But then it's like, what is the you
Yeah,
know,
so I guess more context required. I think
More
is what
context
we're at.
required.
Is that pretty good?
fun exhibit though?
Yeah.
Fun
Okay,
exhibit.
what we got next?
I feel
What
like
we got
kids would
next?
enjoy that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know
like
what
you
that
said.
one's called, so I can't look it up.
Orange,
Doesn't matter. It's called orange.
just orange.
So this is a. I actually like this one,
Can't really see it.
and I have questions about it as well. I like
who?
it and I don't like it. What we're looking at is just literally a messy bed.
Okay.
In fact, exactly the way that you imagine a messy bed to look is just a very messy bed.
Inside of a
It's
glass
more than
case.
that though,
Okay, go on.
because there's like
Priscilla.
there's alcohol bottles along the side of the
Okay.
bed, and
So there's a
al-
story building.
and there's also children's toys scattered on the carpet beside the bed too.
Ooh.
So there's a story
There's
building.
definitely a story here.
And it feels somewhat darker.
Definitely
Why does the
darker? Once he makes alcohol and
the
children's
yeah.
toys,
So
automatically a
interesting.
vibe.
So it's two things that don't mix.
yeah.
Damn.
I think
We're
okay.
kind of getting good at this. if I'm being
Honestly,
honest. Good-
I think we're very
note,
good
yeah.
art interpreters. My interpretation
Yeah,
of
we're
this.
the right
wait,
people to be doing
are we
this.
just interpreting or interpreting? That's not a word.
We're
Che,
interpreting.
Are we interpreting these pieces as we see them, or that's
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of doing a little bit of everything.
Okay, well, in that case, I think this is about like this is going deep. This is like a metaphor for like basically for broken homes. And
I was kind of thinking the same
that sort of
thing,
thing.
man.
Because the
You
fact
know?
that the bed is messy. Because again, I think that all of us were talking about
Someone's not being
make
held
your
to
bed.
it. Someone's not being held to making the bed. all of a sudden.
Exactly. And so you compound it with alcohol. I think this is about bad parenting.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. I think it's a bad parent who's an alcoholic and also has their
Yeah.
kids in the same room
And I
and they
feel
don't
like-
have their life together. They don't have their shit together.
If I'm being honest, I feel like this is like the father's bed as well.
Wow,
Do you
you
think
went
that?
you went straight to man hating. I think that this is. What if this is
I feel like
actually
this is
the artist's like parents' bed? Like this is like the artist's
Oh,
dad's bed.
interesting.
And they're like, "Yep, this is what I grew up in, and that's why I made art. That's why I make art now."
It'd be really funny to get the actual story behind this, and if we were just like way off, or if we're actually onto something, I would be curious to know because I have no idea.
Don't tell us because we want to be right.
Messy bed art piece. See if we can actually.
Need
yeah,
him.
I kind of agree with you. I think I agree. And the kid's toy
It's
being
called
there,
My Bed.
Oh,
Okay.
my bad.
interesting.
Okay, so it was inspired by a
God, I hope you're
sexual
right.
yet depressive phase in the artist's life when she had remained in bed for
I was wrong.
for 4 days without eating or drinking anything but alcohol.
You
When
were
she
very
looked
wrong.
at the vile, repulsive mess that had accumulated in her room, she suddenly realized what she had created. Emin ardently defended My Bed against critics who treated it as a farce and claimed that anyone could exhibit an unmade bed. To these claims, the artist retorted, "Well, they didn't, did they? No one had ever done that before."
Interesting
This is also
take.
Wikipedia, so I don't know
Yeah.
It's
100% if
a
it's
co-fact.
But so
Yeah.
there it is. There's the story was built. I was wrong, and you were also.
I was also
But we
wrong.
were close. Like there is like some sort of. No, we weren't that close.
Well, we were close on the
There's
parent stuff, but we
something,
were
yeah.
close on like the not taking care of yourself stuff, which is kind of
Yeah.
what a not
You-
made bed and like a very soiled room
Yeah.
illustrates in general. is that,
Someone
like, you're
also
not
bought
really-
this piece.
Nice. That's
For-
cool. What do you do with it?
For
Definitely sleep in the bed. Like, you definitely sleep
Can you
in the
imagine
bed.
they like touch the mattress? Like, ooh.
is this 2 million euro?
I
cannot read.
Yeah, it looks like euros.
2 million euros?
Crazy.
So like $4-ish million, like
I don't know the
ballpark.
conversion.
I don't know.
Or those pounds? I don't know.
I don't know
I'm
what
not
anything
cultured,
means.
I'm sorry.
3.5 mil. I don't know.
I think that's
Money.
kind of interesting. I think there's like some stuff. The hints are there. It's not spoon fed to you, but it's like, what does a messy bed symbolize? And you can start thinking about a lot of different things. You know,
True.
it can symbolize things like depression and just like like the struggling ability to look after yourself. You know, like there is something to be said about making your bed. You know,
Man, there's somebody who's watching this right now who doesn't make their bed religiously. Is like, but I'm also not
no.
depressed and sad.
I'm saying
I
if it's
just-
symbolic, I don't make my bed sometimes.
Okay.
Often. Is that true?
Yes.
Our bed? Yes.
Why'd you need verification for you being a slob? Why did that?
I wanted her to
Why did she need
corroborate
to?
my story.
Of you being a slob, you want you
Yeah,
like,
being
you,
a
you,
lazy,
you wanted somebody
kinda
to
nasty
speak
guy.
to you being fucking ill-informed and a messy man.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. I like it though. I
Yeah.
like this piece.
honestly, same.
I like this piece. cool with it.
Next,
Let's
please.
go next. Also, I will say though,
Those blank canvases. It's
Those are blank
really
canvases.
dark in these glasses. Cheap. We're gonna have to maybe narrate a
it's
little
quite
bit.
literally, we're looking at someone staring at blank canvases.
Is this real or is this like a
It's real.
clip art?
Is she a
kinda-
part of
Look
the?
up- look
Is
up
she
the
a part
blank.
of the thing?
You can look this one up too. Look at the blank canvas. I hate this one. I think this is stupid.
Is
I
she a
don't
part
like
of
it
the
at
piece?
all.
Because if so, I like it. If not,
I don't
hate
think
it.
she is. I think she's really just a bystander.
Well, then I hate it.
Blank canvas art piece. I think there's more of these, I'm pretty sure. I hate them. I think it's dumb. I don't like it at all. I think that's cheap. I don't think it's
This
allowed.
isn't the exact one.
For
but
$84,000.
No.
I don't like it. I don't even want to think about what it means. Don't tell me. It's
It's
stupid.
titled
That's
"Take the Money and Run," which is kind of interesting.
not so the art is the art is the title. The art is the title.
Nice. I now like it. I now love this piece.
Here's the thing.
Because this is like Lil Nas X level fucking like
Yeah.
satire. It's like, listen, you want to fucking pay 84 grand for a blank canvas? See you later.
I
I'm
get
not-
that.
You know what I mean?
There is that part of it, but I just feel like we've kind of lost the plot. If not doing art is also art.
But somebody's willing to pay for it, so obviously it has value.
Wow.
Somebody was
monetary
willing to pay for it,
value.
but somebody did pay for it, which means that
Yeah,
the artist
someone's-
won.
Some
The
rich ass memer was like, "Oh yeah, this is good." shit."
Some
This
artist
is gonna
went
piss
and
some
spent
people
like
off.
a few $100s on that massive canvas,
Yeah.
and then turned a profit of like it's so much more money because they have a name. Like
Fair
that.
enough.
That to me, my favorite piece so far of the day. That's
the artist,
hilarious.
literally, there's a
Interesting.
quote here from the artist that says, "The work is that I have taken their money."
There you go. Insane.
Eat
dude.
the rich. Fuck them.
Insane. Yeah, eat the rich by being rich by doing nothing.
Exactly.
Essentially, is what you're
But
saying.
like I would wager money, right? Like if they're
Okay.
making a
How
piece like
much?
that, what?
How much money?
3 schmeckles.
Okay,
3
I'll take you up on
schmeckles.
that. Make your wager.
All right, come here. You'd fucking grab my hand.
See that?
I hate it so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, I think this is like that's great because to me it's like you don't make a piece like that. I feel like obviously unless you're very, very big and your art's worth a lot, and I feel like you don't make it like lightly just taking people's money. But it's like, dog, if you're willing to spend $80,000 on my name, you're an idiot. I'm just a person, and I'm gonna take your money and run because you're an idiot.
Interesting. But then but that's also why isn't the idea that if that's what makes it art, then that person who bought it also is in on that. Like they're aware that their contribution is what turns it into the art.
True. Yes, you're right.
Which is
The fact
weird.
that somebody has to buy it is what makes it art.
So that means the
But-
person buying it is kinda
Well, yes,
because
because value is value is
My
determined
brain's
by the
breaking.
consumer, right? Like,
Yeah.
right? Because like, for example, like let's talk about this laptop. Somebody can make this like laptop, but if there's not a market for it to be bought, then it's effectively useless. It's just a piece of like parts and whatnot. But
True.
if somebody's willing to buy it, now holds value, right? So these pieces, even though they're blank canvases, hold value to somebody. And this guy's being like, "You're dumb if you think that my name holds any value. I'm just another person," which is such a
Interesting.
which is such a
Super
meta piece.
Yeah,
I
very
like
meta and like contrary.
that's what I
to
take
the
from
art
it, and I think it's
world.
hilarious.
It's like
Cheap.
anti-pretentious.
Well, this one, it also said a little bit like the artist made it. He had a contract with someone and he made it for the contract. And it said that like making nothing was like a breach of the contract, which is also part of the art. And it had something to do with, I don't remember what it said, but it had something to do with, I don't remember what I was going to say.
That's all good.
That's okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. These ones aren't for me, if I'm being honest. I think it's dumb.
So far, I'm enjoying these pieces more
It's
than
kinda
I am
funny,
the,
but I think
the,
it's also
the
dumb.
actual paintings.
A commentary on poor wages, apparently.
Okay.
That's what I was
mean,
gonna say.
it's just like kind of like, whatever. How though? How? Explain
Anyway,
it.
we can go into the next
You
one.
can say it's anything. You could really, if
Wanna
it's a
get
blank
some-
canvas, you can say it's literally anything. It could be commentary. on
You
low
love this
wages.
one.
This one I don't know how I feel about because I. Can
It's
you?
hard
It's kind of hard to see, but what we're looking at is a bull blasting off the ground with a fart, nailing this devil guy into the wall,
Nice.
presumably, potentially breaking his ass.
There's blood like coming down.
yeah,
here.
it's somewhat graphic too.
I don't know if I can get a better.
It's all good.
Tough for me to see that.
Here I can even pull it up on here, but I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Who? Who?
I was addressing
Oh, Che. So yourself,
Che.
Chins. What do you think of that?
chins. I think it's actually cool. I think it's like actual art. Okay, can you see that a little better?
Now I can. Yeah.
So it's like this bull has blasted off with like a nuclear fart, breaking up the concrete on the ground, pinning this like weird demon guy. He's got like little horns to the wall with his ass.
And let's
then he's
let it be known that like the art is like nuclear, and he's like the two dudes on the wall are like 6 feet above the wall.
I don't know. This seems very. I don't know how much of this is like symbolic. Is it symbolic? Maybe.
Probably.
I think it's just kind of cool to look at.
Definitely cool to look at. Should we maybe try and go to some fashion after this one? But
yeah, let's go to some fashion. You know,
yeah.
this is why I feel like this one burnt us out.
Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see if I can channel 3 for this one. 3. What do you think about this one? On to fashion. That's all I got.
No thoughts.
Yeah, no thoughts.
Do you got anything interesting about it here?
It says that the name of this piece is "What You See Might Not Be Real."
Okay.
It's in Beijing, and it's made it to dig at the global financial crisis. The strong and the farting bull represents Wall Street.
I was gonna
Okay.
say something Wall Street like because of the bull.
Yeah.
Like, that was all I could pull was like the bull bear.
Okay.
market
Yeah,
type
in
shit.
Chinese slang, to fart means to bluff or lie. And the man being shoved into the wall is Bernard Madoff, who was sentenced to
Damn.
sentenced to 150 years in prison because of Ponzi Schemer.
Huh?
Schemer.
Nice. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
like-
that's kind of cool. Actually.
Yeah, because like I mean like. I don't want. It seems cheap now to be like, well, I was thinking fucking like bear bull, but like that was the only thing that I could pull out of it was like the bull
Yeah.
of Wall Street, right? But like I don't know.
Wow. Well, we kind of got that one then, is what you're saying. We retroactively got that one. We understood it the whole time.
Exactly.
Let's do some fashion. Priscilla has put together not only our amazing fashion, but also a list of very good fashion from celebrities. Obviously, going back to celebrities again here. We actually can't get enough of it.
We can't.
After our last little suckerfish episode.
Honorable
where we were
mention
sort
to
of
Taylor Swift, as we are Swifties, so honorable mention to
permanently
her.
now.
Yep,
Don't
permanently.
bully us.
Rule number 5.
Oh, this is a good one. This is topical
Ah,
and relevant to what
who
we
is
were-
that?
You know who that is, right?
Chins. Who is that? Why don't you tell me and the people at home what this is? Hey, just walk us through it.
Me? Oh, I'm Chin. I forgot I was Chins for a second. I was like, who are you? This is Kim K.
Yeah,
Yeah, wearing all black.
all black.
A black, what do you call that? Like a unitard dress?
Unitard dress is a good way to describe it. That is what
Yeah.
it looks like.
It looks bad.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
What
but
is the statement being made?
I think
here,
I
though?
can, and listen, this is my own take, but we've heard this claim. The idea is that her body is so iconic now in the media,
Oh.
and like it's just so like, I mean, she sort of sexualizes it on her own, but it's just like a very like iconic body now. Everyone knows Kim K's body.
True.
So the point was that she doesn't even need her face to be shown, or really even to look that good, and you still you already know who she is, regardless. You know it's her. Everyone knows it's her, even though it's
Yeah, she doesn't need like an extravagant dress and all this stuff to like
and that's
make
art.
a statement. Like her body is her statement.
Like, I don't know how I feel about this one.
It's so try hard.
Yeah,
all
I
these
don't know.
outfits are so try hard. It feels. That's how I feel about all the celebrity outfits. It's
I'm just
why are
like-
you guys
like
doing this weird
bars, but
flex?
also like
yeah.
you also could be any lady. Like
Yeah.
like that could just easily not have been Kim K.
I know.
And she could have sent her a fucking body double in there
I
for
know.
like for the Met Gala and fooled everybody.
Well, that would be a sick art piece if that's what she did. Then that's a sick art piece. If that's what she actually fooled everyone with it. That's such like a double, so many layers to that.
Yeah.
So that's so much to unpack.
But like but I just mean like the whole claim that like, oh, everybody knows me just because my body. It's like, I mean, yes,
it's a little
that
self-indulgent.
kind of
while
was your
also
claim to
being-
fame. Fair enough, and it is
by
kind of
being true at the same time.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, I don't know, man. Sure, but celebrities are fucking weird. I guess is the point that we're getting at.
They kind of suck.
And that's
man.
coming from a high tier artist. I'm calling
Yeah.
celebrities weird, so you know
That's
it's
coming
true.
from 3.
Yeah.
If you didn't know.
Okay, next up
What we got?
we have our king Harry Styles.
Oh, shout out Harry.
What do you think?
It's hard to see because I'm like,
Oh, I'm messing you up. I should be showing you on here.
there we go.
I have the angle.
I think I've seen this picture before. I didn't know about the dress. I think I've seen the skirt. What do I think?
this was a big controversy.
I think good for him. You know what I mean?
I love it. I think it's sick.
Live your life. Would you wear a dress though?
Yeah. What I'm wearing
Really?
right now? How is this meaningfully different than a dress?
Not for the podcast, just to walk through the street.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think I would. I
Me
don't think
neither.
I would. But not. No, sorry. I would if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I guess is the thing. Like it's not my fashion style.
I'm so confused. So
But
would
if
you
I
or
s-
would you?
Okay. Well, how are we using?
It's
Let's
a yes or no
break this
question.
down another
You,
layer.
Craig, not Chins. Would you
Yeah.
wear a dress around?
Like, are you saying if I had to, or if it was
Nope.
like if someone wanted me?
You want?
Right now?
Would you wear a
You
dress?
wouldn't because it's not your personal
really my
fashion. But
style.
if all of a sudden your fashion like changed and you decided that you liked the way that the dress looked on you, like you would wear it. Like you would
I
feel
think that's
comfortable
right.
wearing it.
I guess it's like if this was like a trend, that was looking good on some dudes that look like me, I think I would love to do it if I'm being honest.
I don't think I would dress. I could see maybe skirt.
Yeah, like that's what I mean.
Maybe
I don't really
skirt.
see
I don't
if
know
if
about
it's looking
dress.
sick. If it's looking sick, I think this dress is a dope dress. First of all, and then the suit jacket is a nice. Like the blazer's kind of a nice touch.
Blazer's nice touch. Too many
I like
ruffles
it.
for me. Too many ruffles.
Yeah, I would say I'm
Not a big ruffle guy.
I'm not a very
Not the chip nor this
I
dress.
hate impractical clothing. I really hate impractical clothing.
Well,
in
this
the
was
sense-
a Vogue photo shoot as well. So.
Yeah, well, when I do my Vogue photo shoot, I'm gonna be looking practical. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Straight up utility.
Yeah,
wear.
absolutely. running
Cargo
shorts.
pants only.
Yeah, lots of pockets.
Lots of
the most
pockets.
pockets.
Well, I love this look. I love Harry Styles. There were so many people that said like, "Oh, well, like no girl's gonna want a guy that's wearing a dress."
Yeah,
and I
no
think
guy
it's
wants-
like
no girl
it's
wants
literally
Harry
like
Styles.
pretty much almost the opposite. It's like he's so confident and like
Could you imagine saying that about Harry Styles?
literally.
No girl wants Harry
But
Styles.
it's not. It doesn't even
Wearing
have
a
to do with
dress
the
though.
fact that he's Harry Styles. It's
Yeah.
like he's clearly so confident in himself and his masculinity that like he
Well,
can
there-
wear a dress and still look like a badass. And
Yeah, well, what it is there's people that don't. There's particularly guys that are like this, if you will, indulge in the toxic masculinity conversation.
Oh, we go in there.
But there's guys that
Toxicity.
don't want this to be a thing because they don't want to do it. They want to just like fuck, dude. If you're a
Here
dude
we
and you
go.
want to be all manly, man, just fucking do it. Stop complaining that other people don't want to. Okay, it's not like a negative cultural shift if other people want to wear dresses. Like, just shut up. Go be a manly man. Go to the gym 45 times a day. Inject testosterone into your nuts or whatever you guys do.
Okay.
And then just live with that. There's gonna be people that like that. There's gonna be preferences that women have that are gonna be good for that. I'm going on a very foamed up rant.
You
out
are.
of
Hey, here's the
nowhere.
thing. Here's the thing.
But it's fair.
and-
'Cause there
and-
was a lot of controversy about this, and it was pretty pathetic, if I'm
Dude.
being honest.
As we were talking, I was like, he's fitting the fit so well right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like just the rant and the way you were talking, I was like, man, this is chins.
This is chins. This
Yeah.
is chin speaking. But I mean, I do mean that on some level. It's like, just like, there was this conversation. You know what? Steven Crowder is probably part of this. Not a friend of the show. Screw that guy forever. He's like our least favorite guy on the internet, I think, personally.
Fair. We do not like
But
him.
we gotta wrap this segment up right away here. We've only gone through 2 fashion pieces.
True.
Oh my God, how much time do we
We
have?
have 2 minutes.
Oh, and we're
Let's
done.
let's
we're
rip
done.
through like 1 or 2. Like let's talk about this.
The meat suit.
Okay, yeah, screw my. Yeah, don't even worry. Don't even worry about getting
Point being,
serious. Screw the. Yeah.
Crowder sucks. Let people dress how they want. Next
Yeah.
one, meat suit by Gaga. Are these all Met Gala fits? I feel like, I mean, minus the Vogue
Yeah.
shoot, obviously.
I don't
but-
like the meat suit. I don't like
It's
it.
honestly disgusting.
like Lady
She
Gaga.
probably smelled so bad.
Yeah, that's putrid. That's horrible.
Imagine.
No, it's actually disgusting, and I don't think it's a cool statement. It's
But
just
Like, look at how she's
Also-
grabbing it with her hand.
But also,
it's like edgelords.
you have steak at the end of the show.
You're not
You gotta
eating
be-
that steak, dude.
Why not?
I don't think you can leave raw steak out for multiple hours and have it still be like advisable to eat. Well, I mean, yeah, you
Spoken like somebody who doesn't know art or food.
What do you think
Or
this dress
how-
means?
I
She's just viewed as a piece of meat kind of thing.
it's possible
being
like,
used by the
I'm-
industry.
I think that's entirely possible, but I think like on some levels also just like the outrage or like the, you know,
It could also be a metaphor
look
for
at me,
like
look
yeah.
at meat, look at meat.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
It could also
Love
be
Lady
a,
Gaga though. I think she's kind of sick. Sorry.
going for one of those. Thank you.
Oh.
I was also gonna say it calls me a metaphor for like how everybody's like, oh, vegan, vegetarian, blah blah blah, and these different lifestyles. But at the same time, like you'll still wear like
Non-vegan
Leather
clothing.
and-
exactly.
Yeah.
And,
Wow, so
and
there actually
that
is a
kind of
lot to
stuff.
take away from it.
Yeah.
I still don't like it though.
No.
I guess
I'm
we wrap
indifferent.
Did we wrap up the show? Should we do another recording? I think we should wrap up the show. We got
I
a
think wrap
review to
the
do,
show.
and
I know.
I'm surprised that this is the one that took us right to the very.
I'm not because we just reviewed art the entire show basically, which I don't hate
kinda-
at all. I
would do
really
another
fucked
one.
with it.
Maybe this is the first time where 3 and Shins
Make
and
a
Priscilla
reappearance.
Make a reappearance for part
Yeah.
2. I could be down because I
When
think
ain't that?
we're really only scratching
We
the
do
surface.
need to wrap it up though.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you guys for watching. You know what? Check out this review that we're doing and watch Arcane. I know you might be like, "What the fuck? I'm not gonna watch a League of Legends show." But yeah, like just put that out of your mind. Give
Spoilers.
it a chance, and you guys are gonna like it, and then you'll have a really good time also listening to us talk about it because it's a good show. We're not just gonna do that. We're gonna do some other reviews as well.
Like,
Whoa.
like, comment, share, subscribe to
Yeah.
everything. The TikTok, the Instagram, this and that, the third. Watch the last video, and welcome back to the code.